Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I'm sharing a very healthy pizza dough recipe that's made using multigrains. Definitely pizza goes in with a lot of cheese and other stuff. To make it a little bit more healthy, I thought let me come up with multigrain dough here. That is what I'm going to share through this video. Before that, let me welcome everyone to Lathus Kitchen. First time visitor, not to forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning into Lathus Kitchen and giving support. Yes, today the recipe is multigrain pizza dough. If you are using instant yeast directly, you can add into the flour, but I am using here active dry. So taking a spoonful of sugar, mixing it in a lukewarm water, whisk it nicely, then adding 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast which goes in, which needs to be mixed very well, and then leave it for 10 minutes. Then you get frothy on top, which means the yeast is ready, good to go to use it in your dough. If it is not frothy on top, then you may want to discard and do it again. But it takes approximate 10 to 15 minutes. You can see the frothy on top, which means my yeast is good to go. How to make this dough? 1 full cup of multigrain atta I am using, that is flour. Then goes in 1 cup of all-purpose flour, that is maida. Then goes in 1/4 cup of sorghum, that is jawar flour. Sorghum in English. So total 2 1/4 cup of flour goes in, which needs to be sieved well. Do it 2 to 3 times sieving. It gives you a nice texture to the dough. Then goes in a tablespoon of salt, a tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and then the yeast goes in. Give it a nice mix with your hand. Add, if need be, half a cup of water or half a cup of milk. Whichever you find it comfortable, you can use, but I have used today here water. Mix all well, let it combine together. Then transfer that to a separate work surface or a wider plate. So the total cup of water I have used is just 1 cup for a 1/4 cup of flour which I have used. That 1 cup water also includes the water which I've used for my yeast proof. Now this is ready. This gets transferred to a separate plate and kneading for 8 to 10 minutes, not more than that. It will be sticky at this stage. You need to get a bit of elastic when you stretch the dough. That is the consistency and the proof that your dough is ready for first proof. Till then, knead the dough, apply strength on your palm and stretch it towards front and knead it for a good 8 to 10 minutes. During the 5th minute, you will start noticing that it is not sticky, it is getting elastic, which means it is happening. The process of dough is getting ready. Now you can see I could easily stretch it towards front and I could play around with the dough, which means it's completely ready. Give it a good shape and place it in a vessel which is well coated with oil, and also coat some oil on your dough. And cover it with a cling wrap. If you don't have cling wrap due to the lockdown, you may want to even use aluminum foil or a damp wet cloth and close it. Let it rest for a good 1 hour. Some weather conditions may take 1.5 hours also, but mine took 1 hour. It's pretty hot in India. It took 1 hour. You can see now, let's see. It's doubled in size. It's proofed good enough. Now we need to punch this to release the air bubble. Give it a good punch and just take it out by nodding, not kneading too much. Just gently collect it and transfer it into a plate. You may want to store half of the dough for your next day batch. I'm doing that. I'm taking it half and I'm going to put it in a cling ziplock, and you can put it in a freezer. It stays good for 3 months too, but it has to be in a freezer. Now your pizza dough, multigrain pizza dough, is ready. Very healthy, definitely, compared to the all-purpose pizza dough. So do try this pizza dough. Definitely you will not feel guilty when you eat pizza with too much of a cheese. At least you will have a good feel that you are eating something healthy made out of multigrain. And after taking the dough, you can give it a good shape, whichever the shape you wanted, preferable a round shape. And you can bake it for 15 minutes and keep it. And then again you may want to add the sauces and the toppings and then bake it for a good 20 minutes. Again, the timing depending on the oven. You can as well directly on this add the toppings and bake it directly for a good 30 to 35 minutes. Preheat of course 10 minutes, which is mandatory. I preferable bake it first, the base, just half bake, and then I take the base and apply the sauce and the toppings, and then I make my pizza. So here is a very healthy multigrain pizza dough recipe. Do try and let me know how you liked it. I will be posting a very unique pizza topping by tomorrow maybe. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for tuning into Lathus Kitchen.